and fancy. I don't think the porch was even on the original building because they wouldn't waste money on the porch.
Oh,
You know, I think
Just
that was
as-
added later when it became a residence.
They'd probably flip out if they saw TV today, huh?
Oh yeah.
aren't there Quakers still around?
Yeah.
They're
Society
up
of
there
Friends up
in
in
Shrewsbury. Yeah.
They still meet there. I went to a service there after I met them and they came to the thing. We just went to be friendly, you know.
Do they dress like us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, not like TV.
No. No, it's not like a
They're not
reenactment.
Amish or anything.
No, it's not a reenactment.
Oh, okay.
During, in May, which, where you can go around and see all the historical places, you can go there in May. And they'll do.
Weekend in Old Monmouth.
The weekend in Old Monmouth, you
Oh,
can go
yeah, I've
there.
never
The
done
Quakers
that.
were the first one for equal rights for women. They pushed it long before suffrage.
Yeah.
They're also anti-war. Interesting people.
I can't believe they gave women the right to vote.
Messed it up, didn't
Yeah,
they?
It's hard to see the look of it.
But I remember when you guys went out, because Marlene was friends with your late wife, when you went out to Pennsylvania to start off research.
Yeah, you couldn't just go online then. It
No,
wasn't
you couldn't.
online. It was
I
on
remember.
microfiche. It was the little dial, you know.
Yeah.
And that was another one. That lady. Whoa, the librarian out there. She's tough. We get out there and say, the attitude was like, "Oh, you wasted my time."
Oh.
Here's the microfiche. It's right there. Told us almost nothing. You know. So we sat there for hours. My eyes were like bleeding by the end of the day. You know, we got all these copies that we had. You know.
Yeah.
And then as I was about to leave, I said, do you have anything else? And I showed her all that we found. I was like, hold on.
Oh my
And she
God.
goes and comes out with a box, like a hat box. That's all it was. And she sets it on the table and walks away. And I take the lid off and there's like 20 documents in there, all from the Shrewsbury Quakers.
Oh my God.
And so I'm very careful with antique documents. I'm being careful taking a pen and just looking through them, you know, not
No
touching
white
them.
gloves?
She didn't give me any gloves. She didn't give me any gloves. And I find the deed and the
Oh
minutes of
my
the meeting to build the school. That's where I got those documents out of that
That's
box.
incredible.
And I said, I found them. She goes, you didn't touch them, did you?
Oh.
I said, no, ma'am, I'm used to handling old documents. I was very careful. I used this pen to flip them, you know.
Oh
I
my
didn't touch
God.
them with my hand, but I need copies of each, you know. And she's like, all right. I said, well, this is the minutes of the meeting from the Quaker Society that built this antique building, this historic building, you know. And she couldn't care less. She couldn't care less.
She didn't like her job.
No, she did not. She did not. And I probably told her to get another, but I don't know.
You didn't go back, huh?
I didn't go back. She did not get a good review on
Yelp?
Yelp.
Well, now when I go to Freehold to look up the old deeds, just use my camera phone and photograph everything and print
Yeah.
it out at home.
Yeah.
It goes faster. And then
Yeah.
there's huge oversized documents and I just, go down and I paste them together
Yeah.
on Photoshop.
Well, then all we had was flip phones.
Yeah.
A little tiny picture. At least we had flip phones.
Deeds we have, they're here, get those, a few of them. They're like, hence this stone to the left, hence
Oh, yeah.
that stone to the right.
Well, when I plotted that out,
Yeah.
it was like
So many
the oak
trees.
tree that sits on Kings Highway. Well, there may have been an oak tree there in 1806.
Right.
You know, and maybe if I dug up the highway, maybe the roots are still down there. I don't know. But yeah, and then it's chains and links, which I had to convert to feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
I used to be a land surveyor, so at least I was familiar with it. And that's how I plotted all that out on paper. I convert everything,
Yeah.
you know, in feet and inches. But it's pretty accurate, so it does show that the house is in there.
Mm.
And I can leave that too, because I have a small copy in each one of these. If you just want it, you can, you know, do whatever.
Definitely.
Everybody
yeah.
always jokes about flip phones.
Hey! I got a cousin that still uses it too.
And I just bought another one. I think it's, down in Target, I think it was, $20.
Wow. My wife wants to get her
You
flip
don't have an
phone back.
iPhone.
I have it, but I don't use it. My wife has
Well, the new smartphones are flip now, they're
Yeah, the
bigger.
Samsung.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's funny, when cell phones first came out, I remember my first was this huge thing,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah, my
And then they got
father-in-law.
smaller and
Yeah.
smaller. I remember I wanted the smaller phone. I got one, it was this big. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world, with all these little phone. And now they gotta be bigger, so they're too small.
Yeah.
When I worked at Bell Labs, when the cell phones first came out, our department head, he was showing off, he would drive up to Murray Hill or some places from down here, and I'd say it looked like a walkie-talkie
Yeah,
from World War
Yeah.
II,
right,
you
they
know?
were huge.
But that was it, that was,
First, it was like the suitcase phone, you remember that?
Yeah.
You had to
That's
have
what
the
my
suitcase
father-in-law
and the
had,
phone.
they would share it in the company. It was like a suitcase, I thought we were on like Adam 12 or something, you
Yeah.
know, I'm like, what are you doing, what is it?
Who would have thought,
You know,
you know, that we'd get this amazing technology that we have?
Yeah, does
And it's
everything.
ruining everything.
it's only the beginning.
Yeah,
Oh.
it is.
It's when they start hearing your thoughts.
Uh,
You know,
Well-
the thought machines. Why did you think that of me? What did you say about that? What, you know, everybody's gonna know what everybody's thinking.
Well, that guy with the German accent, Werner something, the National Monetary Fund, he was interviewed and he said there's gonna be putting a chip and we'll know what people are thinking. And he's like, isn't that great? I'm like, no, that's not great.
I grew cookies.
Cookies, all right. Anyway, thank you, that was very
Thank you
good.
so much. Thank you.